The knives are coming out in the battle to be PM. The next 4 days are going to be truly consequential, actually, both for the Conservative Party and the country. There is increasing pressure as we come to air tonight for the right to unite for a dream ticket of Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and former Equalities Minister Kemi Badenoch. It comes after Spartan Brexiteer Suella Braverman, who was knocked out of the vote this afternoon, has tonight backed Truss. While new favourite Penny Mordaunt and Boris backstabber Fishy Rishi Sunak remain out ahead, that could all change if the Brexit and anti-woke wing of the party comes together. In fact, look at this. The biggest jump today actually came for Truss, with her vote increasing 28%. Mordaunt rose 23%, Badenoch 22%, and Sunak only 14.8%. Crucially, the Brexiteer bloc jumped over 14% to 140 MPs. Now, that would actually be enough to guarantee a spot in the final two if the candidates unite. In a stunning intervention to start the day, former Brexit czar Lord David Frost, one of the most highly respected Tories whose endorsement has been highly coveted, swung behind Liz Truss in a bombshell interview where he slammed the ability of Mordaunt.
Have worked with Penny Mordaunt. What do you make of her as a potential Prime Minister?
Yeah, so I have worked with Penny. To be honest, I'm quite surprised that she is where she is in this leadership race. She was my deputy, notionally, more than really. I'm sorry to say this, that I felt she did not master the detail that was necessary in the negotiations last year. She wouldn't always deliver tough messages to the European Union when that was necessary, and I'm afraid she wasn't sort of fully accountable. She wasn't always visible. Sometimes I didn't even know where she was, and I'm afraid this became such a problem that after 6 months I had to ask the Prime Minister to move her on. But from the basis of what I saw, I'm afraid I would have grave reservations.
Whoa, that's what we call a mic drop moment. Now, a friend of Lord Frost went further tonight, telling the Daily Mail, while Suella, Kemi and Liz are all extremely good candidates on the right of the party, he thinks Liz Truss's evident determination to put Britain onto a new reforming free market economic path gives her the edge. He thinks it's time for all three to unite and make sure the members get a candidate who can deliver real economic reform and change. And tonight, Braverman, who was ejected this afternoon before endorsing Truss, told GBNews that Tory members must get a genuine choice, given Fishy Rishi and Mordaunt are both on the left of the party. Watch.
Do you think that members would get a fair crack of the whip, a fair spread of ideological debates, if the final two candidates were Rishi Sunak and Penny Mordaunt?
Well, I would describe Penny as on the left of the party, and I mean, members do deserve a genuine choice, and I think it would be really important for someone who's, and I would describe Rishi to be on the left of the party as well. So I think it would be helpful for members to have a genuine choice, someone from the left and from the right.
Truss, meanwhile, used her launch today to frame herself as the reforming, free market, low tax, pro-Brexit candidate. And in my view, she wisely stood by Boris Johnson and his legacy.
I'm a loyal person. I'm loyal to Boris Johnson. I supported our Prime Minister's aspirations, and I want to deliver the promise of the 2019 manifesto. I have a plan to make Britain a high-growth economy over the next 10 years through bold supply-side reform. We will cut taxes, helping businesses invest in their future. We'll tackle the cost of energy and we'll control government spending. Our economy will not get back on track overnight. Times are going to be tough, but I know that I can get us on an upward trajectory by 2024.
So the next 3 days will be full of dirty tricks, dodgy dealing and dominant debate performances. All Tory MPs will be watching closely to see how their candidates perform on Channel 4 tomorrow night and ITV News on Sunday night, ahead of the next round of voting on Monday afternoon. If Truss passes those tests with flying colours, the pressure for Badenoch to back her in exchange for a major role in her potential future cabinet, I think, will be overwhelming. There's one thing I can assure you tonight, though. There is still no certainty over who is going to replace Boris Johnson, and that is somewhat terrifying. But despite the media hysteria around Sunak and Mordaunt, let me tell you, there is still a strong chance that Truss could win this thing.